Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be discussing some thoughts regarding men and women, and maybe more so going into some of the things I've observed in the African American community regarding men and women. However, if this is a topic or an issue that you would like to hear more about, let me know in the comments. If there's something that you want to add to it, just let me know as well. And let's go. Okay, so something I have observed, which I'm sure many people have observed around the world, is this friction and strife between man and woman. And I know a lot of that I have witnessed in the African American community. But there is this thing where there's such division taking place that there is a missed opportunity for growth, a missed opportunity for unity, a missed opportunity for intentional power in us coming together, with us trying to ping one another or fight one another. Sometimes the fight for justice or the fight for rights can also be wrapped up in deception. So let's say women's rights. There's been recorded history about women's rights being oppressed and sometimes being non-existent. And so in the movements that has taken place throughout history, where we have even been given the right to vote, there has been some rights that has been pushed forward for reproductive rights and so forth, even rights with our children, rights still being fought for in the workplace regarding pay and all of that. The deception that creeps in is looked upon as women's rights, and women being elevated means that men have to be pushed down. Men have to be stripped of their power. It means that men has to be no more. And so to the other side, there has been some things saying that men in power must stay in power in a sense that they are oppressive. And when someone takes the word, like let's say partners, people in marriage, when they hear the word help meet, for those who are into the word of the Lord God, help meet is just not someone that does whatever you want them to do. A help meet is not someone that you just order them around to do whatever you want, or to just be your submissive slave, or to do whatever you want sexually. There is some reciprocity there in a marriage, in a healthy marriage, especially one that is ordered and ordained by the Most High God. And so there's been this strife and this odd confrontation, fighting one another. And it's like, for what? Because if women rise to power and men stay down here, and let's say if some wishes were granted and men disappear, and there's only women, then what? You say, oh, we can get technology. We don't need men. We only needed men for their sperm. I can get my own money. I can get my own food. I've been taking care of the kids just fine by myself. We don't really need men. All we really needed them for was sperm to reproduce. But now we have means and methods to where we can just do that in the laboratory, and we really don't need them now. Deception, right? But women are just not good for having sex, having babies, cooking meals. All these false ideas and ideologies that has come about regarding the opposite sex. It's like teamwork and walking together in agreement as partners, as man and wife, is not desirable. What is all the strife for? And let me tell you, while men and women are sitting here arguing and bickering and fighting for power, who's right and who's not, who's taking care of the children, who's looking after the children, they're raising themselves in some aspects. It's all about me trying to get power back. It's just like we're looking at this in the wrong aspect. Yes, there are some rights that need to be fought for. Yes, there are some things that need to be dismantled. But we also have to take in consideration, what are the true motives behind some of these movements? What are the true motives, and what is the objective of having families torn apart and everybody fighting for self at the end of the day? What does this look like for humanity down the road? What does this look like for families down the road? What does this look like for children? You can be a woman in power and not try to strip a man of his. You can be a woman in power and of influence and of great positive impact and not dehumanize that man or try to strip away his masculinity. You can be a man of power and not call a woman out of her name and not try to belittle her to certain tasks and activities. You know, I know there's plenty evidence of things not working right and power is being abused. But do you think there's still hope and possibility for us to work together well? Not in dysfunction, not in chaos, not in strife? I don't need anybody. I don't need your help. All I'm going to need you for is whatever I want to use you for. That is the thought of so many people in our society. Where are the meaningful and true authentic connections? Keep your eyes open, because we're taking some power away from the thing that the Lord God has given power to, the family structure.